Welcome to Major League Baseball's opening week, presented by TD Ameritrade. This afternoon from Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, it's the Kids Sunday, the first one of the 2019 campaign. All youngsters not only getting to see their favorite ball club in action, they get a Kevin Kiermaier replica jersey. As for the Rays and Astros, the Rays with a chance to take the series from the Houston club with a win this afternoon. And with that, we welcome you inside Tropicana Field. I'm Rich Hollenberg, standing by Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson with the call of Game 4 of this 4-game series, Rays and Tampa Bay. As will always be the case on Sundays at home from Tropicana Field during this baseball season, we dedicate it to the young baseball fans out there. Demo Day, we like to call it here on a Sunday at Tropicana Field. And my two analysts, Doug Dweckter and Orestes Destrada, will be focusing on the fundamentals. Doug?
Yep, talking about fundamentals, love talking fundamentals, teaching fundamentals to kids. A good guy to watch in the Major League level, Gerrit Cole. We got a little footage of him, and I want to show you two things that he does extremely well. He does a good balance point, and here you'll see it. Wait, look at where he's at in his balance point. The leg lift gets consistently up there, and then right here you're going to see the hand braking on time. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean here. When I'm coaching the young kids, what I like to see is consistency. Let's start with the leg lift. Remember, I'm saying leg lift, not leg kick. A leg lift is basically coming up here to waist high. When you start saying leg kick, kids think leg kick, it brings the top half back. Balance is all over the place. Hard to repeat a delivery there. Second key to a delivery, after your leg balance is up, your leg kick is up, the ball has to come out of the glove when that leg breaks down. Remember, you got to be on time going downhill to consistently throw strikes. This is a big key here. Remember, when your leg goes down, ball comes out. As the ball comes out, you get into a throwing position. You're able to throw it downhill, and that's really, for me, Gerrit Cole, that's how he does it consistently. Now, you got Tommy Pham on your mind, right?
Yeah, Tommy Pham, listen, I tell you, very similar to what Dougie's talking about. It's about balance and how you got to set up. Let's take a look at some of the Tommy Pham greatness right now. This guy really is so fundamentally sound. For any kid that wants to watch a great swing, watch the shoulder. I call it Ike to Mike. The chin is on Ike, which is the front shoulder, and then he ends up swinging and ending up on Mike, which is the back shoulder. It's a beautiful setup. He gets in that power position here with the hands, so basically you're coming straight through the ball, keeps the hands inside, but the Ike is right here. Boom. I'm here. The swing through, Mike, the back shoulder, and then the key to that and the beauty of that is that you're covering all the plate. A couple days ago, he had a base hit to right. There it was. Yesterday, last at bat, boom, fastball in. Everything's balanced. Everything's fundamental. Rich, these two guys, we may be seeing them in the All-Star game come July.
Well said from both of you. When we come back, the stage is set. The Rays, in an attempt to take 3 of 4 from the defending American League West champion Astros. Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson will have the call. Just under 6.5 minutes to go till first pitch.
Michael bought a bed without talking to a Mattress Firm sleep expert. He can't sleep. Now he's thinking he's forgetting something.
Dad?
For real sleep, go to Mattress Firm and unjunk your sleep.
Can't hold me back. We're not afraid to be all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. Can't hold me back.
DraftKings Sportsbook has same-game parlays for the NFL season.
Okay, even I can do that. So what should we do?
We take the underdog, the over, and both QBs over 300 yards. Smooth.
I like it.
No one still does that.
76% of people follow a fist bump with a boom.
Wrong. Football.
Hip, hip, parlay!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
We study the benefits of our tea tree infused, perfectly steamed hot towel with intense focus.
Okay, what are we feeling now?
Smart clips.
At CDW, we get in a changing world, your employees need their data to go where they go.
That's why we started tattooing it right on them. Now they have permanent access.
It was a good year.
At CDW, we can help you transform your data center.
It's gonna look so cool.
On-prem and in the cloud with a Dell Technologies solution. So your data won't just be available, it'll be powerful.
Oh, great. Because Raven accidentally put last year's projections on my stomach.
For technology that moves you forward, trust Dell Technologies and IT orchestration by CDW.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun. Brought to you by W.B. Mason. Who but W.B. Mason, the official office supply company of the Tampa Bay Rays. By your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. And by TD Ameritrade. Today at Tropicana Field, wrap-up game of this four-game series. Rays will send the right-hander Yonny Chirinos to the hill against lefty Wade Miley.
DraftKings Sportsbook has same-game parlays for the NFL season.
Okay, even I can do that. So what should we do?
We take the underdog, the over, and both QBs over 300 yards smooth.
I like it. No one still does that.
76% of people follow a fist bump with a boom.
Wrong football.
Hip, hip, parlay!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
Can't hold me back. We're not afraid to be all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. Can't hold me back.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it! Next up, lumpy heads.
Hey, Shaq. Oh, what up, fellas? Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed with you. And we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch. I do. Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
They're actually a quality insurance company. Been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
That's what I've been telling you.
Can we sit with you?
Milton? Means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Some have a history of building the best trucks. But according to just about anybody who's handing out a trophy, Ram currently builds the best trucks. So if you're shopping for a truck today, here it is. If you're shopping in the past, well, good luck with that. That was then. This is Ram.
Bullpen has been dominant versus the Astros, allowing no earned runs and 11 innings of work, propelling Tampa Bay to back-to-back victories. Today, it's the wrap-up game from Tropicana Field with Yonny Chirinos taking the hill against Houston lefty Wade Miley. We welcome you inside Tropicana Field. The Rays and the Astros square off here this afternoon. Rays winners in last night's game 3-1. They took the Friday game 4-2 after dropping the season opener 5-1 to this Houston ball club. So the Rays in a position to win 3 of 4. And we'll see the right-hander Yandy Chirinos head to the mound for the Rays this afternoon. Leading up to this game as late as the end of the game last night, there was anticipation about the opener, but it's going to be the starter instead. And here is the lineup Chirinos will face, presented by your local Ford dealers. George Springer is going to lead it off in right, followed by the DH today, Jose Altuve. Back at third is Alex Bregman hitting third in front of Carlos Correa in the lineup for the first time. Josh Reddick in left. Yuli Gurriel at first. Diaz, who led Miss Diaz, moves over to play second with Mike Stassi catching. And Jake Marisnik in center field batting ninth.
Well, Dwayne, we talk an awful lot about the versatility of the Rays position players, but showing a little versatility here as far as the pitching goes. You know, you talked about coming into this game, the Rays had planned on using an opener, but a lot of work, a lot of very good work by the Rays bullpen through the first 3 games, and all of a sudden you're able now to run out Yonny Chirinos, and you could see a season ago he was able to do both roles. Appeared in 18 games, had 7 starts, a 5-5 record, ERA of 3.51. He will take the ball today as a starter, and I'll tell you, if Kevin Cash could get 5 innings out of Yonny Chirinos, what a plus day that would be. But it'll be all about Yonny Chirinos and that sinker. Can he be efficient with it? Let's take a look at the defense and see how it's going to line up here behind him. Brought to you by Golden Diamond Source. And in the outfield, left to right, we've got Tommy Pham, Guillermo Heredia, and Avisail Garcia. And across that infield, third to first, Robertson, Adames, Wendell, and Diaz, with Mike Zunino back behind the plate.
George Springer steps in. First pitch of this game is a big cut and a miss on the fastball. So Springer airing it out on that first pitch.
You got to figure you're going to get the fastball to lead things off, but that's the thing about Chirinos. So much movement with that arm side sink.
1 ball and 1 strike. Well, with that movement, sink, ground ball is short. Adames come up with that one, throw off the bag, but the tag made by Diaz. So Adames pulling Yandy Diaz off the bag, but toward the runner, and he gets the tag.
You know, there's been some throws here in the early going from Adames that have been in the dirt. G-Man Choi helping him out a couple of times. This one up in the air, but it's gonna tail on him. Arm side tail. Yandy Diaz, though, with that glove, able to get Springer right there on the backside as he comes off the bag.
Jose Altuve swings and misses. Strike 1. Pitch moving in to Altuve. It was nice to be able to grin about that now. That throw from short. High fly ball to left. Tommy Pham will back to the track, reaching for the wall, and with a little leap in front of the wall, he makes the catch. Altuve, towering fly ball to left. Pham had just enough room, maybe a little more room to go back all the way to the wall, but he makes the grab.
I don't think, Dwayne, that he knew exactly where he was. As you can see right here, drift, drift, drift. Now he's feeling for the wall, and just to be safe, that little jump up there, reach that ball not as high as you can. He's just not sure where he's at right there. So
2 gone. Here's Alex Bregman. Bregman homered his first time up in last night's game, giving Houston the early lead. Rays eventually winning it 3-1. In on him, bounced foul. And through the stands. 1-1 now.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of fastballs boring in on right-handed hitters here this afternoon. Wade Miley loves the cutter. That's his new toy. We'll talk about that a little bit more when he's out there. But Yonny Chirinos with that sinker, he likes to bore that pitch in on the right-handers.
And now a strike call.
And that's
the edge, 1-2.
That fastball in keeps you honest. It opens up the outer part of the strike zone. For Chirinos, that's going to be his breaking ball.
Way down. 2-2. Chirinos with that fastball, as you look at Carlos Correa on deck. Then that slider and the split change. Lifted into shallow left, and Adames gets out there to make the catch. Came in on Bregman. He got it over the infield, but Adames angling out from shortstop handles that one. And it's a 3-up, 3-down first. Take a look at Adames and that work from shortstop. Rays coming in to hit. No score.
In business, it's never just another day. With Comcast Business, you get the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses and advanced cybersecurity to protect every device on it. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Can't hold me back. We're not afraid to be all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. Can't hold me back.
We're not just about hair. We're also about convenience.
Sport Clips app. Check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
Convenience.
Sport Clips!
Some have a history of building the best trucks. But according to just about anybody who's handing out a trophy, Ram currently builds the best trucks. So if you're shopping for a truck today, here it is. If you're shopping in the past, well, good luck with that. That was then. This is Ram.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game.
Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the first inning. Quick look at the starting lineup presented by your local Ford dealers. And Yandy Diaz is in the leadoff spot, followed by Tommy Pham and then Daniel Robertson, Avisail Garcia, Austin Meadows, and Mike Zunino down the middle. Guillermo Heredia hits 7th with Joey Wendell hitting 8th and Willie Adames 9th. All against Wade Miley. Pitch is down. One thing about Wade Miley, he pitches as if he's double parked outside.
All ready to go right here. I mean, he works very quickly.
2-0.
Your fielders, we talk about that an awful lot. The guys behind you, it keeps them on the balls of their feet. You're setting the tone.
Ground ball sharply hit past Correa into left, and Diaz is aboard. Wasting a little time, Diaz hit the ball hard again.
Well, Miley was trying to get that cutter in on him, wasn't able to do that. That's going to be the big key for him, because a season ago with the Milwaukee Brewers, and you see through 16 starts, he was able to do that quite effectively. Really went to the cutter for the first time in his career and threw it well over 40%. Ended up with a 5-2 record, ERA of 2.57. He was even better than that in the postseason, where he had a number of appearances.
Moved to first, Diaz back in. Yeah, this is a major turnaround for Wade Miley. Remember seeing him in Baltimore year before last. He had an earned run average over 5.6. There's a base hit punch through the middle by Pham. Diaz will go to second. Tommy Pham wasting a little time in getting aboard, keeping that streak going. He singled in a run in the 8th inning last night, so he's been on base now in 36 consecutive games for the Rays.
Boy, a lot of drama involved in last night's at-bat. 3 strikeouts to start off the game, and then in his last at-bat against Davinsky, a base hit to drive in a run, too. Give the Rays a little bit of a cushion, and see how he continues to climb that ladder.
So Pham aboard at first, Diaz second for Daniel Robertson. Pitch is in there for a strike.
Just when you think, Dwayne, that Johnny Damon is officially written out of the script, he finds his way back in.
Yes, he does. And Grieve now feeling Pham breathing down his neck. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 of our favorites.
That's right. over third base. That ball is fair. Out at third and safe at first. Ball not hit very hard, and that was in the favor of the Rays to avoid a potential double play. So Bregman got the force on Diaz.
Man, a nice job by Daniel Robertson to pick it up going down the line. Thought that that ball was going to end up foul. Now look at it, straightens itself out, and that obviously is out number one, but Robertson able to beat that throw to first. Right here, he's thinking up probably foul. Uh-oh. Got there.
So one gone with men at first and second for Avisail Garcia. Garcia figures to see a lot of time in that lineup against lefties. Pitch is down. Miley in 2017 was 8-15 with a 5.61 ERA, and last year found himself starting the season in the minor leagues. Eventually surfaced in Milwaukee and was very, very good with the Brewers. Down, blocked. Stassi.
That was a nice block too on a tough breaking ball. You got runners on base. Obviously the Rays getting runners to second and third with just one out would be a huge plus, but watch the way that Stassi's able to get over this breaking ball. Look at, smother it, keep it right in front where he can keep his eye on the baseball and the runners.
Foul right back into the screen. 2-2. The Rays off to a quick start with a couple hits. They wound up with 7 hits last night. They come into this game through the first 3 games of the year hitting 185, and they've won 2 of the 3 from Houston.
With all the punch outs to go along with that average.
Now the 2-2. That's foul and knocked down by Ozzie Timmons.
Nice blended it on the spin in midseason form.
That had back spin, that backward spin on it. Here he is, Ozzie Timmons.
He's a big fan of the backspin. Not a fan, not so much of the launch angle. He likes the backspin. Right there, he's blaming the backspin.
Foul ball. So the count remains 2-2. Well, he's a pride of the University of Tampa. Ozzie Timmons.
Beautiful campus, yes, by the way.
Yep.
Right downtown. And I'll tell you what a baseball program.
Played baseball there. A great baseball program. They've sent a lot of guys into the pro ranks and a great education. Garcia continues to battle Miley. The count's still 2-2. So this will be pitch number 8 of this at bat to be made by Wade Miley. And that one is fouled out in front of Rodney Linares and beyond. So the extended at bat here by Garcia. Linares, after a long time in this Houston organization, managed their AAA club, and now the third base coach here for the Rays. Now full count. Houston went out 1-2-3. The Rays with a threat. Garcia 4 of 10 in his career against Miley. Now has the 3-2 pitch, and he swings through it out on strikes. Took the pitch up a bit.
Well, Miley trying to come with the cutter there and understanding he doesn't want to walk him, but that one caught too much play, and I guarantee you when Avisail Garcia goes back and takes a look at where that pitch was, you're going to be even angrier. So
Miley picks up his first strikeout. Had to work for it on that 10-pitch at bat. Here's Austin Meadows. And the breaking ball is in there to him. Ball, one strike.
A little different right there with the arm angle. Wade Miley dropping that arm just a little bit by design, trying to run that fastball in with some
That's a base hit out of the reach of Diaz. Here comes Pham around third. He will score. Over to third goes Robertson. 1-0. Meadows drives in the run. He got it just out of the reach of Ledbus Diaz and into right field to put the Rays on the board.
Well, the previous pitch, you're trying to drop the arm angle, get arm side run in, and then he comes back with a traditional fastball, and Austin Meadows. Actually, that might have been a changeup. That stays in, and Meadows, after seeing the previous pitch in, reacts very well to it and hits it hard enough to get it into the outfield and give the Rays that lead.
So the Rays do play to run. Here's Mike Zunino. Mid on the corners, moved to first. Meadows back in. Down to third. Scoop by Bregman. First in time, so the Rays are out in the inning, but they pick up a run. On to the second, 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Big job or small, you make sure things get done right. It's not a competition. It's just that you're not willing to settle. Not in your work, not in your hobbies, and never with your bourbon. Evan Williams, bourbon done right.
We're not just about hair. We're also about convenience.
Sport Clips app. Check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
Convenience.
Sport Clips!
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
Hey, Shaq. Oh, what up, fellas? Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed with you. And we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch. I do. Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
They're actually a quality insurance company. Been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
That's what I've been telling you.
Can we sit with you?
Milton? Means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
And tonight's winning numbers are 18, 55, 39, 71, and 43.
43?
Those numbers again.
We won! Yes!
Well, nothing ball game as we go to the second inning. Walk into Tropicana Field flexing this year with the Rays Flex Pack and save up to 60% off a single game ticket price when you get 5 lower level tickets for just $75. Visit RaysBaseball.com/flex for more information. Rays with a 1-0 lead. Yandy Chirinos back out on the hill facing Carlos Correa. And the pitch is a strike. Correa's been out with that neck situation. Sends it into right. Garcia closing, gets there. Abisail Garcia. Boy, it appeared off the bat that ball was going to drop. And Garcia with a nice read came right in and got there to make the catch.
It's all about the jump. It's a breaking ball down and away off the end of the bat that starts dying quickly. But look at Garcia. Right straight to where that baseball was going to try to find some turf. is not so fast.
Nicely done by the Rays right fielder. Josh Reddick. Which is too high. That's foul out of play. 1-1. Chirinos, 25 years old. 5-5 a year ago. There's the pop up from Reddick. He'll be out number 2. Robertson out to make that one. He's playing third base, but with the left-handed hitter up there, he was way over to his left and got out there to make the catch. Two up, two down. Yuli Gurriel, the first baseman. Pops it back at first. Diaz to the stands, but that's about 5 rows back, and then a big hop. Gurriel 0 for 3 with a walk last night. He has 3 hits in the series, 3 out of 10. Down to third. Robertson throws a strike to first, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning. Bottom of the frame coming, 1-0 Rays.
Watch. Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it! Next up, lumpy heads.
Shaq? Remember you were telling us to check out the General for car insurance, and we all thought you were losing it, so we left you deep in the woods? Turns out you were right about the General. I just misjudged them based on their commercials. They're actually a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
I'm pretty sure I said all of that.
I bet. Let's get out of here.
5 more minutes, my skunk is almost done.
Ooh, is that what I smell?
For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
To move, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. World, the time has come to.
Michelin keeps innovating so the world can move in better ways. Michelin, motion for life.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Rays with a run in the first, driven home by Austin Meadows. In the second inning, they'll have Guillermo Heredia leading it off. Facing the left-hander Wade Miley. Going after the first pitch and lifting it foul out of play. Heredia was in the game last night, put down a sacrifice bunt in the 8th when the Rays scored an additional run. He stayed on defensively. A very, very good defensive player. And with some surprising pop, too. He'll get into one every once in a while. Give it a ride. Down in the count now, 0-2. Fouls it back.
Well, that's the pitch right there for Wade Miley to have success here this afternoon. That is where he's going to be needing to get that cutter. You know, in that first inning, we saw a number of those pitches stay out over the middle of the plate. He's going to have to really get that in on the righties.
There's a liner into left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Oh, a big hop out there. Reddick corrals it. The big turn at first. Heredia is aboard with a leadoff single.
Well, Wade Miley once again altering that arm angle just a little bit. You see it trying to throw that curveball out there from that low 3/4, and it just stays flat. It gives Heredia a really good read on it, and he's able to poke it into left field. That ball, you're right, almost got over the head of Reddick. He'd still be running.
Joey Wendell fouls it back, strike one. You know, Heredia, with that base hit, is 3 out of 4 in his career against Wade Miley. Interesting how those things work out. Leadoff single for the Rays center fielder. Tap to third, scoop, look to second, high throw to first, and Gurriel corrals it. Heredia moves into scoring position. So Bregman had an idea about trying to get back to second, but problematic.
Yeah, I don't think that he thought that Diaz was there. I mean, he looked to go. That's where he wanted to go, had plenty of time to try and start that double play turn. But watch Aledmys Diaz. He's just not quite there yet, so not comfortable in making that throw, and then wisely eats it and takes the out at first.
So a man in scoring position. Pitch to Adames is down. Now 3-0. Three and one. Adames taking that pitch. Ready at second, 1 out. Might be low, but Manny Gonzalez liked it at the knees, and the count is full. Baseball foul back. Austin Meadows drove in the run. First, got Tommy Pham home. Top of the order, Yandy Diaz on deck. And a cut and a miss. He went up with the fastball, and Adames missed it. Time for the Toyota inside look on the lefty Wade Miley. You can see a tale of two separate outcomes there against the Rays. First 6, 3-1, and the last 6, 1-4 with a 5.13.
Well, you know, more home runs, more runners. You see whip. So you talk about more balls leaving the yard, more base runners.
Diaz down to short. Correa's throw is a strike to Gurriel, and the Rays leave a man aboard. We go to the third. 1-0 Rays.
Sorry, I'm late. What are you doing? House meeting? What'd you do now, Carly?
AT&T, we found out your advertising gig speeds.
That we can't sign up for here.
You know what? I can't be everything to everybody, Carly.
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity can deliver gig to the most homes.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it!
Sport clips, sport clips, sport clips.
Next up, lumpy heads.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
Hey, Shaq.
Oh, what up, fellas?
Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed with you. But we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch.
I do.
Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
They're actually a quality insurance company. Been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
That's what I've been telling you.
Can we sit with you?
Milton? Means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Can't hold me back. We're not afraid to be all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. Can't hold me back.
Welcome back to Tropicana Field. The Rays are on top 1-0 against the Astros here in the top of the third inning. Before the game, I was in the clubhouse and I spoke with third baseman Matt Duffy for the first time since he was placed on the injured list to start the season. And he hesitated to put too much of a timeline on his return, but he said he's anticipating his return to be in early to mid-May because, guys, get this, his hamstring issue, it actually turned into a back issue. So that was very frustrating for Duffy when he realized his return would be delayed. He said the goal is after the end of next week to be able to at least do some baseball activities. But for now, guys, the waiting game will continue for Matt Duffy.
Yeah, how frustrating that is for Duffy. He thought he was ready to go entering spring training, hoping to have a full spring training and hit the season running, and that just has not worked out at all.
You can't even imagine, you know, this team with such high expectations and Matt Duffy planning on being a huge part of it. How frustrating it must be for him, thinking, okay, a tweak of a hamstring in spring training, plenty of time to get this thing ready to go. And, you know, the Rays, one of the best, if not the best, training rooms and staff in Major League Baseball. You figure that it's going to be worked out, and it has not, and I cannot imagine, you know, the thing for Matt Duffy is not only get the hamstring and the back right, but keep the mind strong, because that's where the frustration you can run amok.
And I'll say this, that it's not altogether unusual. Sometimes, you know, that hamstring can be back related. Diaz, Ledmus Diaz is right there to take care of this one away. Well, there's Joe Binge with Matt Duffy talking about probably that same topic.
Dwayne, an interesting thing that you say that. I remember at one point, you know, during the course of my career, having a little twinge, you know, on my landing side, you know, my landing leg side, my lower back. And, you know, not an injury, but just some discomfort. And, you know, going to the training room and, okay, this is where it's bothering me. They went right to the hamstring. Yep. And I literally was like, okay, you're about a foot and a half low. It's up. But you're right. All of that stuff can be and is related. So tight hammies, bad hammies can lead right into the back, no doubt.
So one gone. Diaz grounding out. Stassi up here with a 2-0 count. Two and one. Yeah, it has to be extremely frustrating for Duffy. The Rays would love to see him active and anticipated having him available and being productive. Back in the hamstring, preventing that to this point. 3-1. Center fielder Jake Marisnik is on deck. Count goes full. Well, at this point, Chirinos a 1-2-3 first, a 1-2-3 second. He got the first out of Ledmus Diaz here in the third. He's had a pretty rapid pace set so far. And a foul ball straight back and just below us there. So we'll see another 3-2 pitch. And that's strike three call. Stassi with the parting word there with Manny Gonzalez. And that's out number 2.
I think he's, barking and saying, look, you're going to call that on me. You better be calling it for Wade Miley, because this ball looked to be just off the plate, but close enough. And again, look where the setup of Manny Gonzalez. We talked about it last night with Jim Wolf. He's set up on the inside corner to the right-handed hitter. So that pitch away, you get into that gray area.
The slider away off the plate here to Marisnik. Yeah, Stassi not happy, and you're absolutely right. He's wanting his pitcher to get that pitch called a strike as well.
But you see that corridor where Gonzalez is set up. That, that side of the plate, the middle of the plate, easy call for him. Up and away, easier call. Down and away, it's a tough angle.
A strike down and in. 1-2, boy. But sometimes if a pitcher's in the kind of pacing that Chirinos is, you'll get that umpire strike zone pace. This one well tagged right center field, and that ball carries out of here on a 1-2 pitch. Marisnik belts a home run that just would not come down into the seats in right center field. And just like that, this game is tied.
I'll tell you what, he hit that ball hard. I did not think that was going to be able to get out of here. It's a breaking ball by Yonny. He stays kind of flat, and he does get really good extension and catches that ball clean. He got it up in the air, drops it in the second row.
There's a strike down and away to Springer. Well, there you are. 410 and the launch angle at 28 degrees. So he got under that one a bit and it carried out of here. Side 2-1. Marisnik hit 10 home runs last year. Shows some power the other way there. 3-1. Center, but Peretti is there to run this one down. Springer is out of there on the line drive. We're tied 1-1, bottom of the third coming.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it! Next up, lumpy heads.
Cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. Push them buttons. If you think about it, so many people do be cool.
Michelin pioneered in Formula E to enhance the thrill of driving electric cars. Michelin, motion for life.
Hey, Shaq.
Oh, what up, fellas?
Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed with you. But we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch.
I do.
Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
They're actually a quality insurance company. Been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
That's what I've been telling you.
Can we sit with you?
Milton? Means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
And tonight's winning numbers are 18, 55, 39, 71, and 43.
43? We won! Yes!
Join T-Mobile and score free MLB.TV. Sign up now at T-Mobile.com/MLB. There's a liner off the bat of Tommy Pham, caught by Diaz at second. Pham, who singled on the first pitch in the first inning, tried the same approach here and hit it on a line to the second baseman.
Tommy Pham figuring out what position he should hit that liner at where he can get it into the outfield. He's done that numerous times, but think about in this series. Hard line out to third, a hard line out to short, now is a hard line out to second. He is spraying it around.
There's Daniel Robertson. That's a strike, and Robertson thought that pitch was wide.
Well, if you go according to the strike zone right there, you can get a glimpse. Yeah, most of the time that plays pretty accurate with the calls that are being made, but a couple off the plate.
And now strike two. You know, it's interesting. I don't know that there's anything to be discerned from this or not, but Manny Gonzalez has been around for 10 years or so. You go back when he first came up, he called a lot of strikes. And as the years went by, it seemed to tighten up a little bit. And here today, we've seen a couple pitches where the hitters have complained a little bit on the pitch maybe being wide, and it's been in the strike zone for Gonzalez. There's a base hit for Robertson. Daniel Robertson picks up his first hit of the year. 1-out single in the third. But what Gonzalez has shown behind the plate here, at least in the third inning, he's going to be consistent with that pitch a little bit off the plate wide for a right-handed hitter.
Well, and then again, you look at his setup. That's not an easy setup. Yep. You know, I mean, when you're starting to look down and away out there, and is that ball on the edge or is it an inch or two off? I mean, it's difficult from where he's angled from.
Garcia. Ground ball short. Correa wanted second, and that's going to be it. They get the force on Robertson. Garcia will keep the inning going, reaching on the fielder's choice.
There's a little chopper right here. All of a sudden you see Bregman kind of reach, not able to get there, maybe even pulled off of it a little bit. Correa gets it started to Diaz. Get off balance out there at second base. Probably wise to keep that ball in your pocket, not airmail it somewhere.
Austin Meadows takes the pitch for a strike. Meadows drove in a run with a base hit in the first. 1 strike. Fly ball back into deep right center. That ball's got some carry, and it's gone. Home run. Meadows homers to center, to the right side of center field. That ball disappeared over the fence. And he's given the Rays the lead right back. It's now 3-1. He's driven in all 3 runs. How about Austin Meadows? Just against the lefty.
And, you know, he's staying in. You know, staying locked in and keeping the front side closed. Wade Miley once again drops down his arm angle a little bit, and that breaking ball just does not have any depth to it. A spinner right out over the middle of the plate, and Austin Meadows right on it.
Mike Zunino. Pitch is a strike. So Austin Meadows, who opened the Rays scoring this year with a home run opening day, here in game 4 of this series, has given the Rays a 3-1 lead with that blast.
You remember the first pitch in Meadows' first AB was a curveball that he flinched on. And I think he told himself after that, I'm not flinching on anything. I don't care left-hander or not.
Pitch is popped up, foul for Bregman at third. Zunino is out of there. The Rays are finished, but they scored 2 on the Meadows home run.
We study the benefits of our tea tree infused, perfectly steamed hot towel with intense focus.
Okay, what are we feeling now?
Smart clips.
In business, it's never just another day. With Comcast Business, you get the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses and advanced cybersecurity to protect every device on it. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Touch after touch, bacteria in your home never stops. That's why Microban 24 doesn't just sanitize and stop. Microban 24 keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the COVID-19 virus. Once dry, Microban forms a shield that keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours, touch after touch. Microban 24, touch after touch, it doesn't give up.
Hey, Shaq.
Oh, what up, fellas?
Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed with you. And we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch.
I do.
Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
They're actually a quality insurance company. Been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
That's what I've been telling you.
Can we sit with you?
Milton? Means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game.
Austin Meadows with the home run. The StatCast AI powered by AWS. And here's another look at breaking ball. 407, the projected distance on that home run over the boards. So Altuve leads it off in the fourth and looks at a strike. One. Two balls and a strike. Chirinos touch for the home run in the third inning. Strike to square the count. Into the dirt. Chirinos 5-5 last year. He had 18 appearances, technically 7 starts. First big league win in August the 9th. A win coming out of the bullpen over Baltimore. Ground ball picked up by Adames. Still to first. Nicely done. The pickup, the turn and throw, and that retires Altuve. Well, he's had a little issue with the accuracy of his throws, but no time to think about that. He just unloaded it and threw a strike to first.
Well, here it is. Ranging to his left. How important is that? You keep Altuve off base. Rays had that well defended, but still a difficult play, and that leadoff man headed him back to the dugout.
Alex Bregman pops it foul. It's headed for the stands. off the plate. 1-1. The right side down the line with some slice and out of play. A foul ball. But Bregman can be so quick to the ball. We saw that yesterday. And strong. He shows strength on pitches that overpower other hitters.
You know, that ball that he hit out, Dwayne, down the left field line was up and in. It was in the strike zone, but it was up in that in corridor at 97. That's how quick. Nice job right there by Chirinos.
Yeah, that thing just disappeared, didn't it? Take a look at the drop on this pitch.
Yeah, watch that. Look, there's the split. He uses that as his changeup. Look how long it stays in the strike zone. And then it's ankle high. That's what you're looking for when you're talking about put away pitches and that ability to keep it in the zone long enough to force a hitter to start his swing.
Correa. Pitch is a strike. Another one at 95 and well placed on the outside corner. 0-2.
I'll tell you, Chirinos working quickly, and he has been extremely sharp.
And a broken bat roller picked up. Robertson through first in time to get Correa. 3 up and 3 down. A couple of ground balls and a strikeout. 3-1 Ray.
I've been on my get back. Couple back slow. You would never see that. Use the trap though.
We're not just about hair. We're also about convenience.
Sport Clips app. Check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
Convenience.
To my great-granddaughter, Sarah, whom I disowned after she recommended I go with the General for my auto insurance. I leave the entirety of my estate.
What?
Turns out Sarah's right about the General. I just misjudged them based on their commercials. They're actually a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
I told you guys.
Oh, can it, Sarah?
You were always my favorite, Sarah. Congrats.
For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Oh, it was terrible. I was totally stranded.
No TP?
Nope. Empty roll.
So what happened?
Yeah, we started buying Charmin Super Mega Roll.
Whoa,
that's huge.
Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 rolls in one and lasts so much longer, you don't always have to worry about the roll running out.
I'm glad you were rescued, Dad.
Me too. It was a huge relief.
Enjoy the go with Charmin, guaranteed to fit or your money back.
Hold up. Are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X? Boom. Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex.
First to experience the brand new left field ledge. New seating area includes complimentary snacks and drinks. It's available through season tickets and groups. Visit RaysBaseball.com/left field ledge for more info on this brand new seating section. Bottom of the 4th inning with Guillermo Heredia leading off for the Rays. Puts it into play on the ground right to Carlos Correa. Heredia, who had singled his first time, out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Well, Miley normally would work pretty quickly, and Chirinos has set a great pace. He's been efficient with the pitch count, and the Rays have gotten to Miley for 3 runs here and 6 hits so far. So they've gone up there swinging the bat. Here's Joey Wendell. Pitch is a little wide. You know, this is only the 4th game of the year, but the Rays pitchers have picked up the pace a bit.
It certainly appears to be that way. That's something that, you know, we've talked about in between. Hey, do you think this is working a little bit quicker than he normally does? And, you know, we'll have to see. You don't think that it's going to change, and we'll have to see how it plays itself out. But it certainly looks like, hey, we've got a plan. We know what we want to do. Let's get after these guys and set our pace.
Well, if it is, it makes sense to me. It's always made sense for a pitcher to work quickly. You know, I think you could speak to this a lot better than I can, but it would seem to me that, number one, you get into a rhythm easier that way, and you have the advantage. The pitcher has the ball in his hand, and don't give up that advantage to the hitter. Start with the ball in your hand and control the at bat, and you can do that with a rapid pace, I think.
Let me ask you this: have you ever been able to get into a rhythm standing around?
Well, it's hard to get into a rhythm at all when I'm on my feet, but
but you're not going to get there, I promise you. Standing around, I mean, really, you want to be moving and get into the flow.
That's exactly right.
You know, most of these guys, you're talking, even the most, you know, the pitchers with the biggest repertoire have, what, 4 or 5 pitches? But you still have a game plan. You still, as a pitch leaves your hand, for the most part, you know exactly where you want to go with the next one, so there's no reason to wait around.
And you know what really I think could contribute to that is a catcher who you really have confidence in and you develop a good rapport with. Wendell is out on strikes, 2 gone.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt at all. And when there's that trust factor, then there is the, hey, let's go do this. Let's go do this. But it certainly appears as if the Rays as a staff, at least the guys that we've seen so far, are getting it and throwing it very well.
2 gone. Here's Willie Adames. Base is empty. Ball, no strikes.
It's a pretty deep team when you can have the night that Michael Perez had last night, and you head right back to the bench.
Yeah.
Player of the game.
I'll tell you, what a night he had. And the encouraging thing about that is that you're not surprised that he had as good a night as he did, based on what we saw a short time last year. Oh, right back off Miley, trying to recover. Now he bounces it in and out at first. Boy, that was quite an experience on the comebacker off the bat of Adames, and Miley stayed with it to get the out and walk away. Appears to be all right. It got that healed, it appears. Rays up 3-1.
Sorry, I'm late. What are you doing? House meeting? What'd you do now, Carly?
AT&T, we found out you're advertising gig speeds.
That we can't sign up for here.
You know what? I can't be everything to everybody, Carly.
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity can deliver gig to the most homes.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it! Next up, lumpy heads.
Oh, it was terrible. I was totally stranded.
No TP?
Nope. Empty roll.
So what happened?
Well, we started buying Charmin Super Mega Roll.
Whoa,
that's huge.
Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 rolls in one and lasts so much longer, you don't always have to worry about the roll running out.
I'm glad you were rescued, Dad.
Me too. It was a huge relief.
Enjoy the go with Charmin, guaranteed to fit or your money back.
Worst of all, you never call, baby.
You know I'm driving, right?
Geico Motorcycle.
Diaz. Dollar Shave Club quality. At a Dollar Shave Club value. Whispering means premium. You're welcome. By Dollar Shave Club.
Can't hold me back. We're not afraid to be all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. We don't sit down and wish upon a star.
3-1 ball game. We go to the 5th inning. Rays on top. Josh Reddick will open the frame against the Rays right-hander Yonny Chirinos, who throws him a first pitch strike. 52 pitches through 4 innings for Chirinos. So he's set a rapid and economical pace. And he's out in front of Reddick.
I'll tell you what, that splitter, as this game has moved on, is getting nastier and nastier. Getting a lot more depth with that pitch, and it's just so tough for these hitters to lay off.
Oh, boy, Chirinos thought that one came back, and he had him.
He did. It did come back, and he did have him. All Manny Gonzalez had to do was call it. It doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, my, yeah. It's a beautiful pitch right there. 2-2.
And I have no rationale for that because Manny is standing right over that corner. that should have been easy.
Shot into center. Heredia just at the edge of the turf onto the track, a half step, and he makes the catch.
Well, I do have some rationale, Dwayne. It's called the human element.
Yep.
Not perfect.
Well, hey, and that's okay. I mean, that's part of the game. That's
for now.
It's part of the planet. You know, I mean, that's how we live. But everybody's going to make a mistake now and then, and that truly is part of the game that you would hate to see leave it any more than it has already. Gurriel fouls it. Strike one. Yuli Gurriel. Popped up. Down from third, Robertson toward the mound, and he makes the call and the catch. 2 outs here in the 5th. Base is empty for Diaz.
Number 16.
He was out pitcher first in the 3rd inning. That's a strike. He had 18 home runs for the Toronto Blue Jays last year. Houston club, they added him. So Correa out of this series the first 3 games of the next situation, and they have lost a valuable part of their club in the last year plus. He was slowed by injuries. Trying to create a little depth there by adding Diaz, who played short. Difficulty on a couple of plays early in the series. Over at second base today. Pitch up and in, jams him, and he fouls it back.
Did they ever do anything with that error, or did that error stay? He had an error, and then there was a potential second error on him, and they gave it to Gurriel.
Yeah, and if they changed it, I didn't hear about it. It's unfair to Gurriel.
That's a terrible error to Gurriel. Yeah, all he did was, I don't know, catch the ball.
Yep.
That throw pulled him off of the bag. The foot came off of the bag as he made the backhanded catch. And the Rays, of course, challenged that play where the out call was changed to safe, and then Gurriel was hit with the air, but certainly didn't deserve it.
Yeah, not fair to him at all. 1-2 the count. Tapper. Foul ball again. Swing and a miss. He chased that one. 1-2-3. Bottom of the 5th coming. 3-1 Rays.
Michelin fights waste by developing tires made to last. Michelin, motion for life.
We're not just about hair. We're also about convenience. Sport Clips app. Check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
Convenience.
Sport Clips!
Hold up. Are you dreaming you on a talk show with Lil Nas X? Boom. Enough about me. Let's talk about get toasted breakfast burritos. Only at Taco Bell.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I mean, just because you look like someone else doesn't mean you eat off the floor, or yell at the vacuum, or need flea medication. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Touch after touch, back.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun, brought to you by your Southern Chevy dealers and by El Dorado Furniture, a different kind of furniture store for over 50 years. Well, so far, so good for the Rays. Coming in to hit in the bottom of the fifth with Yandy Diaz top of the order, holding this lead against Houston and Wade Miley. First pitch is a strike. They'll be right back in with the next one. It's 1-1. Miley a year ago signed a minor league deal with Milwaukee, eventually came to the big leagues. High towering fly ball. Springer's calling it and makes the catch. Wound up 5-2 in 16 starts in the regular season with the Brewers at a .257 ERA. Very good in the postseason. All of that on the heels of the 8-15 season the year before in Baltimore. 1-0 count to Tommy Pham. Pham has a base hit and is lined to second. A strike. Chopper fouled outside of third. 1-2. Stairs 2-2. You're asking about Gurriel's error.
Yes.
Look, this is just an old guy being grumpy here. There's a fly ball into center. Robertson is going to be there to make the catch. They have a new little pack that the league sends out, supposedly up-to-date numbers, and wow, it's different than it was. And I can't, for the life of me, can't find an error column to see if they gave that error to him and made it stick or took it away. It should be simple.
It should be.
Yeah, there's 5 pages here, and I have no idea if Gurriel still has an error or not. Robertson,
you know what? I've run into some issues here early in the season with homework.
Welcome to the club.
I feel like I'm just winging it.
Yeah. I mean, years past, you wanted to know if that was an error. Oh, wait. Well, he had none. Then he had one. The next day he has none. It means they took it away. Hard to find that. I guess we could say it's not user friendly.
No, no, that is for sure.
2-1. We got a lot of other things here. Some of it, I'm not really quite sure what the acronyms are. Ground ball to third. Bregman takes care of that. So we're at the end of 5 with the score 3-1 Tampa Bay.
Michelin is trusted to land 1 out of 3 commercial planes in the world. Michelin, motion for life.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it!
Sport clips, sport clips, sport clips.
Next up, lumpy heads.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
We finally found the perfect house.
Yeah, we couldn't believe the deal we got.
We're a little closer to the airport than we thought.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Peloton Plant Dads, y'all are crushing it on the leaderboard. Show some love. High five a friend across the country or right next door. Let's go, Peloton. Hit the mat for core.
Well, it's a 3-1 game. This is how we got here. The Rays opened the scoring on a base hit by Austin Meadows in the first. It scored Tommy Pham. Home run off the number 9 hitter Jake Marisnick in the third. Tied it, but the Rays bounced right back. It was Meadows connecting with a runner aboard, scoring Garcia in front of him. So Austin Meadows has all 3 of the runs batted in. It's 3-1 as we go into inning number 6.
Hey, did the shot by Meadows, that hit the batter's eye behind the fence, right? Yeah. I mean, that hit the batter's eye.
Yeah.
It didn't drop on the other side of the fence.
That's right.
Because that estimated home run distance was 407. And with 404 being straightaway center and it hitting the batter's eye, I got to say that that's further than 407. Just based on eye test. Yeah. Numbers aside. If it hits the batter's eye, it's further than 407.
Yeah, and another thing.
Listen, Waldorf.
I mean, we've got it going already.
I'm just trying to keep up with these 2 pitchers.
I know.
I mean, it's
Boy,
one after
right
the other.
2 strikes to count here on Max Stassi. Well, this one is down 1-2. Well, all I have to say about the numbers, and we're trying to find the error. The greatest stat man in the world, Rick Odioso,
yes,
whom we are privileged to have grace our booth as often as we can get him, couldn't find it either in that 5 or 6 page whatever we have here. I don't feel bad. No longer do I feel bad about that.
And neither does Major League Baseball want anybody to feel bad. And that's why an error is a negative stat, Wayne. And in this day and age,
no one should be offended.
Nobody. We cannot offend anybody. So the errors have just been scrubbed from the record.
But only because the world's greatest statistician, Rick Odioso, has tentacles out in the business. He did find that apparently Gurriel still has that error. That's what we were after.
But look at the work that it took to find that out.
Went to MLB.com, tracked it all up and down. There he is, hard at work. Look at that. See, that's concentration. Marisnick down to short, and that's going to be wide as Adames had to go down off his feet to gather that one, and by the time he tried to get up to make a play, really had none, and Marisnick is aboard.
That's a nice job too by Marisnick, getting out of the box and getting down the line and forcing really Willy Adames to have to be perfect, and even then I don't know if he gets him.
Marisnick on for the 2nd time. Here's another look.
Hard ground ball. Yeah, just that little double clutch, but even if he comes out clean, I don't know. Marisnick still may have beat that out.
Top of the order, Springer fouls it back. 2-run ball game here. And so anytime the Astros get a runner, when you look at this lineup, you're going to be doubly careful and make your pitch. Did he go? Well, Sam Holbrook says no.
Well, the one good thing, too, with having Chirinos on the mound after this hit, as you take a look at the check swing, and yeah, it is close, but I think that was the right call. With the action on Chirinos' pitches and how many times he can put the ball on the ground, you've always got that chance of being able to turn that double play, which is what he would love right here.
This is down 2-1.
That's a good take by Springer. You can see he was anxious to swing the bat, but no upside in swinging at that pitch. You're not going to be able to lift it.
Yeah, and it's a 1-1 count that takes it to 2-1. Piece of that went foul. It's a 2-2 count. Yonny Chirinos, 25 years old. Into the dirt, covered up. Nice play there by Zunino. Attentive down at first and realized quickly that he had no opportunity to move. We're going to see some very good catching out of the Rays catchers this year. The technique is good. Zunino and Perez. Runner goes 3-2, swing and a miss, throw down, and he is out at second base. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Maristic went in head first. He's looking toward the dugout, and A.J. Hinch has the right hand up. The Rays are going to quickly get off the field on that throw him out, strike him out, double play, and they acquiesce. It was indeed a caught stealing, and we're going to go into the bottom of the sixth. 3-1 Rays.
We're not just about hair. We're also about convenience. Sport Clips app. Check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
Convenience.
Sport Clips!
Michelin is investing in plastic recycling to repurpose waste into tires starting in 2024. Michelin, motion for life.
So, if you have a flat tyre, dead battery, need a tow or lock your keys in the car, Geico's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7.
Someone help me! I have a flat tyre!
Oh, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico.
Hold up. Are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X?
Boom.
Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex.
Peloton plant dads, y'all are crushing it on the leaderboard. Show some love. High five a friend across the country or right next door. Let's go, Peloton. Hit the mat for core. No ego, amigo? Modify if you need to. So many milestones today.
Game-changing cardio at a new game-changing price. The original Peloton bike, now $39 a month. All access membership separate.
Well, the Rays come into bat at the bottom of the sixth inning, holding a 3-1 lead against the left-hander Wade Miley. Avisail Garcia leads it off. Infield shifting around to the left side, and the cut and the miss, strike one. Garcia, Meadows, and then Zunino. Tampa, boy, the Rays putting a dent into the Houston running game thanks to the ability of their catching core. How fun is that to see these two guys catch? Zunino, another caught stealing, cutting down Maristic.
Well, both of these guys, they're so fundamentally sound behind the plate. The way that they move, the way that they block pitches. But I'll tell you, the catch and throw aspect, both of them, what we have seen is they put themselves with their footwork. Their body gets into position to throw very quickly. And then the transfer from the glove up to the ear. I mean, there is no wasted movement at all.
High shot back into left, all the way to the wall, and that's going to be out of the reach of Reddick and off the left center field wall. Into second base goes Garcia, and I wonder if Reddick tracked that ball.
Not very well. I don't know if he lost sight of it. He was drifting, but even so, he never looked sure of where that ball was, and then he doesn't even end up in line with it. Watch him drift, and this ball's going to end well off the glove. Now, if you find that ball quick enough, he's able to go back there and make a play on it. And really, the jump at the end just had no chance. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, it appeared he was searching. And the Rays take that, a double for Garcia. Strike into Meadows, and Meadows has driven in all 3 of the runs for the Rays up here with Garcia at second, nobody out, and a tap to the right side that will advance him to third. So a productive at bat with an out. One gone. Garcia at third.
Going back to what we were talking about, Dwayne, with Zunino and Perez, the transfer, as they pull that ball out of the glove, it goes right to the ear. Both have very strong arms. Obviously, we've seen very accurate arms, and they have completely taken the legs out of this Astro running game. Literally.
Zunino on the ground to third, down the line Garcia. Now he's going to be caught. He was headed to the plate and is tagged out in the rundown. Bregman puts the tag on him. That eliminates that threat down there at third.
Well, you're going on contact, and the infield is pulled in, especially at the corners, and it becomes a very easy play for Bregman. Bregman to Stassi, right back to himself, and that's a potential run cut down.
Heredia. Cut and a miss, strike one. One. Guillermo Heredia, right-handed hitter, throws from the left side. Part of the deal with the Seattle Mariners. Brought Zunino here. It's Josh James up in the bullpen for Houston. Hot shot, fair by the bag and beyond the bullpen. Zunino digging for third. It's going to be a double for Heredia, and it's second and third. So the Rays with another threat after losing Garcia in the rundown between third and home. The double by Heredia sets up an opportunity for Joey Wendell.
Got to get the head out. That's what Heredia was able to do on this cutter. Coming in. Boy, clear the hips. How about keep it fair?
Zunino digging as hard as he can. It's to third. So Heredia, that two-base hit. We mentioned his defensive work before. Swings the bat now. Now Wendell, who's due, is going to be lifted. You know, there was some contact on that caught stealing when Marishnik went in, and you wonder about that here. Wendell was upended.
That right knee, he went directly into that right knee.
So Lau will pinch hit for him. Miley goes away with a fastball, 1-0. Brandon Lau, the pinch hitter. Up and a swing through it. 1-1. And a good take just up there. 2 balls and a strike. Too close. 3-1, so he's laid off a couple of these pitches, and that one up and too close to chase. Adames is on deck. And a big cut and a miss, boy. Up 3-1. You know what was on his mind with that cut.
Dwayne, I had visions of the back wall. And he's going to go right after it, 89 miles an hour, and look at Brandon turn it loose.
3-2, and he got him. Miley strikes him out. Our ball game will head into the 7th inning. 3-1 Rays.
How do you know when you've found your team? Whether you're winning or just doing your best. When you're on the lanes, they're right behind you. Reunite with your team. Go bowling.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it!
Sports Clips, Sports Clips, Sports Clips.
Next up, lumpy heads.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
Peloton plant dads, y'all are crushing it on the leaderboard. Show some love. High five a friend across the country or right next door. Let's go, Peloton. Hit the mat for core. No ego, amigo? Modify if you need to. So many milestones today.
Game-changing cardio at a new game-changing price. The original Peloton bike, now $39 a month. All access membership separate. Big job or small, you make sure things...
Reminder of Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters today. Visit CanesStrikeout.com for a printed home voucher. Take that to Canes Furniture within 3 days and receive a coupon for a free taco, chips, and medium fountain drink at participating area Tijuana Flats location. Restrictions apply. Visit CanesStrikeout.com for more info. New second baseman for the Rays, Brandon Lau, after pinch hitting, stays in the game to play second. And on to the 7th we go with Jose Altuve set to lead off. Pitch is a strike.
Truth be told, Dwayne, do you think that Kevin Cash at any point envisioned an afternoon with Yonny Chirinos out there in the 7th inning of this game?
I can't believe that he would. But boy, has he been outstanding. And a cut and a miss. He has Altuve chasing that splitter and swinging right over it. 0-2.
We know that Altuve is an aggressive hitter, but that just shows you the depth on that splitter. And it has been very good from about the 3rd inning on. He's been sharp with the fastball, the breaking ball. There's been a couple hangers, the one that Marishna got out of here, but for the most part.
And that one disappeared, doubled up on it, and strikes out Altuve. That's the first out in the 7th inning. Time to check in with Tricia.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, we saw it on display in the bottom of the 6th inning. That bullet from Mike Zunino to Joey Wendell for the crucial out. I spoke with Rays catching coordinator Paul Hoover earlier today, and he emphasized the importance of having Mike Zunino and Mike Perez on their roster this year. He said in spring training the new guys really got to know the pitchers, and they've maintained their stuff defensively. And for Perez to contribute how he did yesterday, 2 for 3 with an RBI double in the win, He said that's why we got him. He could do some amazing things, but he said really what they've done off of the field and communicating and getting to know the pitchers has been the unbelievable part, because he said nobody sees that stuff, and what they do to help the pitchers get these results every single day has made the difference. Guys?
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And you mentioned Paul Hoover, the guy who doesn't get a lot of publicity and a lot of notice, but he's done a great job when he was in the Rays system with some of the young catchers out there. Let's see what's happening here. Bregman retired on a little comebacker, and the Rays now taking a look at the Yonny Chirinos. Yeah, Hoover's helped a lot of the young catchers, and so he's the perfect guy to have here with Perez in and Zunino coming in to help solidify that catching situation. Ready to take a look and see if Chirinos is all right. 2 outs with the bases empty into the 7th inning. Snyder on the phone to the bullpen. And Chirinos demonstrates that he's okay. Let's take a look at that play. See what we can find. Chirinos. Tough to see much there from that tight shot. But Kevin Cass saw enough that he wanted to make sure, and why not, with the job Chirinos has done, make sure he is okay. Carlos Correa misses that pitch. Strike one. Pitch disappearing.
I mean, just how filthy has that splitter become?
How encouraging is this to see Chirino come right out on a day when everybody thought the Rays would have an opener going, and last night they said, nope, he's going to start. And to do what he's done to this point, what a big lift.
This is exactly what he did, Dwayne, a season ago. You know, came out of the gate against the Red Sox, threw the ball great, then went into Fenway Park in their home opener, threw the ball great. Unfortunately, you know, had an injury issue after that, and so you didn't get to see it just start rolling all season long. But boy, he came out of the gates and really announced his presence a season ago, doing the same thing here this afternoon.
It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Chirinos closing in on 90 pitches. The fly ball lifted into right. Heredia over there in front of Garcia in right center makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. 7th inning stretch time. 3-1 Rays.
Michelin is investing in plastic recycling to repurpose waste into tires starting in 2024. Michelin, motion for life.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it! Next up, lumpy heads.
Hold up. Are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X? Boom. Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex. Are you seeing this? There's no reason to wake up. You're slaying the stage together. But wait, crispy bacon and fluffy eggs might just be better. There's only one delicious reason to wave the perfect dream farewell. The sooner you wake, the sooner you'll get toasted breakfast burritos. Only at Taco Bell.
Peloton Plant Dads, y'all are crushing it on the leaderboard. Show some love. high five a friend across the country, or right next door. Let's go, Peloton. Hit the mat for core. No ego, amigo? Modify if you need to. So many milestones today.
Game-changing cardio at a new game-changing price. The original Peloton bike. Now $39 a month. All access membership separate.
It has been a big afternoon for the Rays starter, Yonny Chirinos. They've given him 3 runs. Austin Meadows responsible for driving in all 3 runs with an RBI single in the first and a 2-run home run in the third. And Yonny Chirinos has done the rest. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning here. The Rays wrapping up this 4-game series with Houston. Rays Rookies Kids Club, presented by Outback Steakhouse, returning for the 2019 season. For just $10, kids receive a ticket to every Sunday home game, a Rays Snap Pack hat, exclusive offers, and a ticket to a Tampa Bay Rowdies home match. Sign up now at RaysBaseball.com/Rays Rookies. Here's Chirinos, 88 pitches, 7 innings. Well, you can't emphasize how good he's been. Just 2 hits, and that's right, no walks.
So efficient. Boy, he has attacked the zone early and often. You could just tell by his pacing that he really liked how he felt today, what his pitches were doing, and for the most part, each and every one that he's thrown has been with a purpose. It's been to a good part of the strike zone or out of the strike zone. He's had a nice mix, a nasty split. The 2-seamer was very good.
So Wade Miley out of the game in favor of Josh James, hard-throwing right-hander. Willie Adames swinging on the first pitch, lifting a fly ball toward the line and now into foul territory. George Springer from his right field position makes the catch. 6 innings for Miley. 87 pitches, 8 hits, 3 runs. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 4. Top of the order, Yandy Diaz. He's 1 for 3 today. Fastball by him. Up and in at 97. Strike 1. We saw James in the game here Friday night. It's the 8th inning. This one is foul, out of play, right field side. Well, there's the abbreviated look at the box score for the Rays. The Rays with 8 hits today. The big one's coming from Austin Meadows. Two. Meadows taking his spot as the designated hitter seriously today with an RBI single and a 2-run home run. That's right down the middle towards center, and now a little slice back toward Marisnik, who was shaded toward right center, now to cut back to his right. 2 gone. Now a quick word from TD Ameritrade.
Will the TD Ameritrade trade desk gut check my trade strategy? Should I shave my beard? That's what I thought.
Tommy Pham singled and scored in the first inning. So he's kept that streak of reaching base intact. Strike one. Upstairs at 96. 1-1. James spent a good part of the season last year at AAA. 96, and that went by Pham.
Just another formidable piece of this Blue Jay, this Astro bullpen. You look at what they did a season ago. They led Major League Baseball in starter ERA, in bullpen ERA. You had an arm like James to it.
And strike three called. So it's a 1-2-3 seventh for James. And we will go to the 8th with the Rays holding a 3-1 lead.
Michelin is trusted to land 1 out of 3 commercial planes in the world. Michelin, motion for life.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it!
Next
up, lumpy heads.
Hold up. Are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X?
Boom.
Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex. Are you seeing this? Dream farewell. The sooner you wake, the sooner you'll get toasted breakfast burritos. Only at Taco Bell.
Does your deodorant keep you fresh all day? We put Dove Men deodorant to the test with Nelson, a volunteer that puts care into everything he does.
It really protects my skin. It's comfortable and lasts a long time.
Dove Men, 48-hour freshness with triple action moisturizers.
At Loan Depot, we know home means everything. As America's lender and the official mortgage provider of Major League Baseball, we fund more than 30,000 home loans each month, saving you money and providing mortgage solutions that are personalized, convenient, and fast, and tailored to the most important home.
Well, the afternoon for Yonny Chirinos is over, and it was fantastic. Look at the line that he was able to put up, and he really set a tone early, working quickly. The sinker, you know, that 94, 95 mile per hour range, the slider to go along with it, the split, and that pitch got nastier as the game went on. Getting some help here from Mike Zunino on that throw out of Jake Marishnik down there at second base trying to steal, getting Altuve a tough hitter on back-to-back splits. And the 7 innings, made that one mistake to Jake Marishnik. Outside of that, he was flawless.
Well, the Rays go to the bullpen with Adam Kolarek, the lefty. Reddick was scheduled to open the 8th inning. Tyler White pinch hits for him. And Kolarek has been in each of the last 2 games. He misses down with that pitch. 2-0. Chopper toward the middle. Big hop over the glove of Lau and into center field. Well, he was set to make that pickup, and that ball took a big bound right over his head and his outstretched glove arm.
Well, let's see if this caught a seam or what exactly happened here. I mean, it might have caught that seam where that turf is laid right up against the dirt. Everything looked to be in order, and that hop right there caught Lau by surprise and makes its way into center.
So the Rays will make a call to the bullpen, brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
Hold up. Are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X?
Boom.
Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex. Sooner you'll get toasted breakfast burritos. Only at Taco Bell.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it!
Sport clips, sport clips, sport clips.
Next up, lumpy heads.
Diaz. Dollar Shave Club quality. At a Dollar Shave Club value. Whispering means premium. You're welcome. By Dollar Shave Club.
Reggie Bush used to eat breakfast somewhere else. Then he tried Wendy's breakfast. Now we can't get rid of him.
Can you believe this breakfast croissant is only $1.99?
Yeah, Reggie. I put the sign up.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
If it's true that time.
In the eighth inning of the Rays holding his 3-1 lead. Discover Gold with the new $15 million Gold Rush Special Edition scratch off featuring over $880 million in cash prizes. The Florida Lottery. It's your ticket. Claim it. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly. Let's check in with Tricia here for a moment. Tricia?
Hey there, Dwayne. Yeah, I got an update on Joey Wendell from the Rays training staff. It is a left hamstring strain. He's day-to-day, and they're waiting on further evaluation to determine a little bit more information. It, of course, happened on that out in the bottom of the sixth to end the inning. It was an impressive play, but ultimately ended up hurting him a little bit, guys.
All right, and now Chaz Rowe facing Yuli Gurriel and misses on the first pitch, taken for a ball up 1-0.
Interesting too, because we saw Marichnik as he's sliding into second base making contact with the right leg of Joey Wendell, and yet it's the left hamstring. Obviously you hope that that's something mild, but as in the case of Matt Duffy, you got to be careful with these hamstrings. See how he slides into that right leg. Catches the knee, the ankle, but it's the left hamstring that is the one that is bothering Wendell as we speak.
Well, you could see in that particular play up the middle, and a grab on that sinking line drive by Brandon Lau. Nicely done. Came up with it, and a quick look at first, but no chance for the double play. And Gurriel, the dangerous hitter, retired.
Hey, Dwayne, don't you have to let this bounce? Get the double play the traditional way?
Sure, just play it on the short hop, backhanded, start the double play.
You just go out there and catch it. That ball's getting on you in a hurry. That's a nice play by the Rays second baseman.
Sure is. Well, out comes Kevin Cash, and that's going to be it for Chaz Rowe. Another call to the bullpen brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
You woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. Push the button. If you think about it, so many people do be cool.
Michelin pioneered in Formula E to enhance the thrill of driving electric cars. Michelin, motion for life.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move? Bree.
Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it!
Sport clips, sport clips, sport clips.
Next up, lumpy heads.
Hold up. Are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X?
Boom.
Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex.
Your deodorant keep you fresh all day? We put Dove Men deodorant to the test with Nelson, a volunteer that puts care into everything he does.
It really protects my skin. It's comfortable and lasts a long time.
Dove Men, 48-hour freshness with triple action moisturizers.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun, brought to you by Advent Health, by your local Ford dealers, and by your local Honda dealer. Chaz Rowe faced one man. Michael Brantley announced as the pinch hitter, and Jalen Beeks enters the game on the hill for the Rays. The first pitch is a bit inside, 1-0, so the managerial wheels turning. Beeks worked on Thursday. 3 innings of scoreless baseball, 4 hits. Pitch fouled by Brantley. 1-1. Beeks in that game showing some increased velocity.
You know, the first thing that jumps out when you watch Jalen Beeks here in 2019, the way that he hides the baseball, doing an even better job than he did a season ago. But then he's lighting up the radar gun. 93, 94. Big jump.
There's a strike. 1-2.
A couple of good changeups here, too, to Brantley.
Castillo up in the Rays bullpen. The right side foul beyond the bullpen. A ball, 2 strikes.
Well, this is the big offseason addition here for the Houston Astros as far as their lineup goes. Michael Brantley bringing him over from Cleveland. Wanted to get a little bit more left-handed, or at least get a left-hander in there to break up the righties.
Yeah, he's a tough out.
Yeah, the only issue with Michael Brantley is staying healthy. Because when he's healthy and in the lineup, you're right, he is a tough out, and he is going to hit for you.
Ball, 2 strike count. He fouls it again, this time the other way out of play. Well, the bullpen has been busy. Kolarek made his 3rd appearance. Chaz Rowe making his 3rd. You can see the totality in the first 3 games, 11 innings, 9 hits, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts, no runs from the Rays bullpen. Again, a foul ball. Stanek on the left side there. Yobra on the right side. Castillo loosening on the bullpen mound. The 2-2. Breaking ball, and the veteran left-handed hitter Brantley laying off that. Catcher Max Stassi on deck. And again, a foul ball to extend this at bat. And that's what Brantley does.
Whatever he has to do to be able to stay alive. You know, you talk about it an awful lot with these really good hitters, how balanced they are at the plate, really good at pitch recognition, understanding approaches and situations.
Ground ball, shortstop. Adames, foul 1, first base 2. Double play ball thrown by Beeks. And that will end the top half of the 8th for Houston. An extended at bat, and finally the double play ball on the ground to Adames. 3-1 Tampa Bay.
We're not just about hair. We're also about convenience. Sport Clips app. Check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
Convenience.
Sport Clips!
Bellinger twisting around, still going. He's at the wall. He leaps, and he made the catch. Cody Bellinger, a robbery of Tatis.
Watch. Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
Ever since I got this little guy, I felt like I was just constantly cleaning up his hair. Then I got my paws on the Swiffer Sweeper. It's a game changer. These heavy-duty dry cloths pick up a crazy amount of hair. This is all you. We stopped cleaning and started Swiffering.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
Does your deodorant keep you fresh all day? We put Dove Men deodorant to the test with Nelson, a volunteer that puts care into everything he does.
It really protects my skin. It's comfortable and lasts a long time.
Dove Men, 48-hour freshness with triple action moisturizers.
From had to buy every tool, Dan?
Honest question. Do you know what this does?
To making the most of his gym membership, Dan.
I'm here for moral support. You're doing great, Tammy.
The new City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
Inning with the middle of the order due up against the big right-hander Josh James. Daniel Robertson hitting third. Then to Garcia and Meadows. First pitch is a slider and it misses 1-0. Defensive changes for Houston. White stays on to play first. Gurriel moves from first to second. Brantley in the game at left. Brantley, after pinch hitting, stays on in left field. Base hit for Robertson in the third. Reached in a fielder's choice his first time up there. James pitched a perfect seventh inning. It's coming in on Robertson, fouling it away. Well, the Rays with their 3 runs, a run in the first and 2 runs in the third. All 3 of their runs coming with 2 outs, and 8 of their 11 runs in this series have come with 2 outs.
Had some clutch hits. You know, not wowing anybody with the team batting average, but they have been clutch.
Certainly hit. It skips by the bullpen and into the stands. Hey, get in on the action with exclusive on-field seating in the Papa John's bullpen box. Host your group of 50 to 85 in the private party area. Just steps from the Rays bullpen. Reserve the Papa John's bullpen box by emailing group sales at raysbaseball.com or visit raysbaseball.com today. Limited dates remain. Robertson fighting off that pitch. 96 riding in on him, and he fouled it back. Upstairs, 2-2. Three runs off the starter Wade Miley, and all 3 driven home by Austin Meadows. He'll be hitting third in this inning. Now the count is full, and a nice job by Robertson. Getting down 1-2, fouling off a couple pitches, and now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. That's 96 in the upper reaches of the zone. One away here in the 8th. Well, tomorrow on Rays Live, here's what's coming up. The pregame show presented by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. Why the Rays use the opener. This was advertised to be the opener, and they changed their minds last night, went with Chirinos and Arestas. We'll break down the Rockies star Nolan Arenado. Boy, I'll tell you, he is something to watch. You don't want to miss him during the Rockies series.
You know, he was part of Extension Mania Yeah, there was a lot of talk. Well, you know, the New York Yankees, he's going to be a free agent. That would fit in well with them in a year or two. And Colorado Rockies, they stepped in. And I think however many years, maybe 8 years, $260 million added on to what he's already have. But yeah, he is I'll tell you, can handle the stick and is an elite defender down at third base at the same time.
Well, the Rockies have won 2 of their first 3. They were a playoff team last year. Rays opening against Houston and Colorado. So it's an early test. Garcia's out on strikes. Well, there's the breakout on Arenado. 6-time Gold Glove winner in the National League, 4-time All-Star, the Silver Slugger Award 4 times, and 4 consecutive seasons with 30+ and 100+.
How about it? Well, I guess that's what earns you the 8-year, $260 million extension.
Just strike into Austin Meadows. We'll be with you at 6:30. Our coverage beginning. The first game of that series. Chad Bettis will pitch for the Rockies. The opener scheduled to go for the Rays. Blake Snell's going to pitch the Tuesday night game against Kyle Freeland, a matchup of 2 pretty good lefties there. Then Charlie Morton will work Wednesday afternoon in the wrap-up game of the homestand. German Marquez will pitch for Colorado, and James strikes out the side. 4 consecutive strikeouts for James. We go to the 9th, 3-1 Rays.
We're not afraid to be all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. We don't sit down and wish upon a star. Come feel our power raising at the bar. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back.
Kate didn't talk to a mattress firm sleep expert. Now she's sleep typing and just hit reply all.
I did? Oh.
Go to Mattress Firm and unjunk your sleep.
We study the benefits of our tea tree infused perfectly steamed hot towel with intense focus. Okay, what are we feeling now?
Sport clips.
We are being defined by algorithms that think they know what you like and who you are. But is their digital version of you really you? The all-new Infinity QX55.
On to the 9th we go. 3-1 Rays lead this one. A reminder, Rays fans, baseball is here and on MLB.tv, so watch select regular season games live on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply for regular season games. Visit MLB.tv for details. Diego Castillo takes over on the hill. Jalen Beeks faced one man, got credit for 2/3 of an inning, throwing the double play ball. Castillo worked 2 innings here Friday. Max Stassi, the catcher's due to lead off, but he'll be lifted, and Tony Kemp will pinch hit. The left-handed bat of Kemp will open the inning. Marishnik and Springer to follow. Castillo strikes him with a strike at 97. Right into the game, and here's 97.
Say a lot of turbo fastballs coming out of that Rays pen. This is another one here. I'll tell you, he not only has the velocity, but the late movement too.
Yeah, he got another strike right there. Dropped that one in around the knees. An 0-2 count. Starts to go, checked in time. Kim started yesterday's game, last night's game. He was 0 for 3. Pinch hitting here in this one today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Risnick has accounted for the Houston run with a home run. He is on deck. To this point, the Astros have left no one on base. They have a run on 3 hits. There's a high fly ball into right. Garcia will go to the track for it with room, and he makes the catch. So Kemp skies it to right. 1 away here in the 9th inning. Coming up on Rays Live, the postgame presented by WB Mason. Rich, Doug, and Orestes all together to anchor the coverage. We'll hear from Kevin Cash in the manager's press conference. Tricia Whitaker will have interviews from the Rays clubhouse. Jake Marisnick was a homer and a single. No walks from Rays pitching. They've had 3 hits, the home run, and then 2 singles, and both singles were part of a double play. One a caught stealing, strike him out, throw him out double play, and the other one a 6-4-3 double play. So no one left on base. Third. Robertson throws out Marisnick. So 2 outs here in the 9th inning. What this means, if Castillo can finish off Springer, the Rays pitchers will have faced only 1 hitter over the minimum. I mean, 27 up, 27 down is a perfect game. Well, this is the 28th at bat of the day for Houston as Springer steps in.
Strange, very strange.
Pitch, he takes it down. Springer is grounded out, lined out, and struck out.
We just cannot say enough about what this Rays pitching staff's been able to do in this series against a very tough lineup.
Wide.
And they're getting contributions from all over the place. That bullpen has been outstanding. Chirinos was fantastic here this afternoon. And 1 more out.
There's a strike in that direction. 2-1. Chirinos for 7. Caleric, Rowe, Beeks, now Castillo. And he missed low with that one. 3-1. Altuve on deck. 2 outs, bases empty. 2-run ball game. 3-1 count. Now it's a full count.
How about that? He's not going to give in. He's not going to give in and give Springer the 3-1 fastball. So he's going to come with that slider. And now they're both in play. Primarily fastball, slider from Diego Castillo. And he needs to be good with either one of those pitches 1 more time.
3-2 the count to Springer. Castillo to the plate, and he misses down. So Springer draws the walk. First walk given up by Rays pitching. And Jose Altuve will be the hitter. Kyle Snyder is going to head to the mound. And the Rays will talk this one over.
Yeah, and they should. Because you look at, after that walk right there, a nice at bat by George Springer to be able to work the walk. But now you've got the dangerous Altuve. You've got Bregman waiting on deck. So you have to have all of your ducks in a row here. Go over the scouting report, come up with a game plan, and execute it one more time.
Well, that big conference there just breaking up. Castillo trying to get his first big league save. Castillo pitched the 6th and 7th innings of the game here on Friday. He did not face Altuve. And again in his career, Altuve 0 for 2 against Castillo. 0 for 3 today. Adames made a very good play on him to retire him back in the 4th inning. Runner goes. The pitch is a strike. Springer moves up. Springer at second. Guy at the plate, the concern of Castillo. And this one breaks away and gets away from Zunino, sending Springer over to third. 1-1. It's a wild pitch.
Just gets around that slider and kind of pulls it a little bit. Zunino trying to make that backhand, but just too far off the plate to do so. You get that runner at third now, but still have a 2-run lead, and you've got to focus all of your attention on the man at the plate, and that's Altuve.
One pitch. Altuve bunts, pops it up, foul ball, and it's caught by Robertson. The Rays win this one. Altuve trying to butt his way aboard, fouls out, and the Rays take 3 out of 4 from Houston, winning this one today 3-1. The first career save for Diego Castillo. Chirinos will get the win. Miley will take the loss. 2 hours and 12 minutes. And what a job by the Rays pitching staff, and some timely hitting by Austin Meadows.
Yeah, and our Coors Light refreshing finish, Dwayne, is going to be this last little pop-up. We've seen Altuve in this series lay down a bunt. He feels the third baseman's playing a little bit too deep. He tries to catch the Rays on this particular play, and that ball airborne. Nice job by Daniel Robertson breaking in, a nice sliding catch, and a fantastic way to end this opening series for the Rays as they take 3 out of 4. Diego Castillo gets the job done. Great way to start the season.
3-1. The Rays are winners, taking 3 out of 4 from Houston. And now the Colorado Rockies will come calling. For Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats, great to have you with us. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays Live, the post game presented by WB Mason, is next.